Hello, everyone, and welcome. Take a moment to imagine the life of a modern CEO. It's a relentless torrent, isn't it? Quarterly reports, market fluctuations, shareholder demands, competitors' move, internal politics, global crises, the sheer volume of information, the constant need for decisive action, the pressure always to be on. It is no wonder many leaders feel perpetually reactive, swept away by the current of events. But what if I told you that an ancient text written thousands of years ago offers a profound insight into the very modern dilemma and a powerful solution? Today we are going to explore the timeless lessons from Bhagavad Gita, specifically chapter 2 verse 45, and discover why most CEOs are trapped in what we call the material mode and how to truly break free. The verse we are focusing on is a direct instructions from Bhagwan Krishna to Arjun. During a moment of profound confusion and doubt, it goes like this. And the quote starts: the Veda revolves around three modes of material nature, which the Gunas. But you, Arjun, you have to rise above the Gunas. You have to free yourself from the complexities of the material world and be fixed on the self alone. Quote close. Now, before you think this is just a spiritual lecture, let's unpack what this means for you, the modern business leaders. Krishna isn't telling Arjun to abandon his duty, he's telling him to perform it with unparalleled clarity and effectiveness. This isn't about renouncing the world, it's about mastering your engagement with it. Let's break down the three modes of material nature, or the gunas, in a business context. They are sattva, rajas, and tamas. And without realizing it, CEOs often find themselves deeply entangled in them. Rajas, which in other words is the mode of passion or activity. This is the relentless drive for growth, expansion, market share. It is a constant hustling, the aggressive strategies, the hunger for bigger numbers. While ambition is vital, pure Rajas leadership often leads to burnout, short sighted decisions, and perpetual state of stress. It is the CEOs always chasing the next quarter, never feeling quite satisfied, always on the offensive. This is where the innovation can turn into frantic pursuit and calculated risk becomes gamble driven by fear of missing out. Now let's go to tamas, which is the mode of arrogance or we can say inertia. This manifests as resistance to change, complacency, fear of new ideas, or even outright denial of the problem. It is about companies stuck in old ways, the leaders unwilling to adapt, decision to avoid difficult conversations. Tamas is stagnation, leading to missed opportunities, eventual decline, and a heavy, uninspired work environment. This isn't laziness in the traditional sense, but a mental inertia that prevents clear foresight. Last one is sattva, which is the mode of goodness, or we can also call it clarity. This might seems positive, but uh, you know, definitely it is positive, but even sattva can become a trap. In business, it represents stability, ethical practices, clear processes, and intellectual understanding. The Sattvic CEO enjoys order, strives for perfection, and values knowledge. However, the trap here is the attachment to these good qualities. An over reliance on established framework can lead to a fear of disruption, an inability to pivot quickly, or an intellectual paralysis where analysis never lead to action. It's becoming so attached to the right ways that you miss the new right way. Most CEOs are oscillating between these three modes, pushed and pulled by external circumstances. They are reactive to the gunas rather than the proactive in their leadership. This is the material mode, a leadership style dictated by the external force not internal conviction. So, what does the Krishna mean by rise above the gunas and be fixed on the self alone? This is not an instruction to disengage or become indifferent to your business. Quite the opposite. It's an invitation to elevate your consciousness while remaining fully engaged. To rise above the guna means observe, don't react. So instead of being swept away by the feverish activity of rajas or paralyzed by the inertia of tamas or overly reliant on the comfort of sattva, you learn to observe these forces within your organization and the market without becoming them. You see the trends, but you don't let them dictate your inner state. Next is strategic detachment. This doesn't mean apathy. It means decisions from place of clarity and purpose rather than fear or desire. When you are not attached to specific outcome, you can adapt more freely. When you are not driven solely by aggressive targets, you can build sustainably. When you are not stuck in the old ways, you embrace necessary change. Find your inner anchor. Be fixed on the self alone. In a corporate context, the self isn't the ego. It refers to your deepest values, your true purpose, your core vision, and your unwavering inner wisdom. It's finding that still point within you that remains undisturbed by external storms. This is where the genuine resilience, authentic leadership, and profound intuition resides. This sounds profound. How do we apply it to the relentless pace of the CEO's life? And here are the three actionable steps. Step number one, cultivate self awareness. Basically, activate your inner radar. And under this, there are several facts that you must look at. Daily reflections, of course. Start and end your day with 5 to 10 minutes of quiet reflection. Ask yourself, was I reactive today or did I act from my core visions? Which guna was dominating my decisions today? Mindful breaks. Take short, conscious breaks throughout the day. Step away from the screen. Take a few deep breaths and simply observe your mental state. Are you feeling agitated, sluggish, or merely comfortable? This simple awareness is the first step to liberation. Next, define your unshakable core. Revisit your why. Beyond profit, what is the fundamental purpose of your company? What are your non-negotiable values? When these are crystal clear, they become your anchor, guiding decisions even in turbulent times. Strategic planning and detachment. Engage in strategic planning not just to achieve outcomes but to align with your purpose. Be flexible with how you achieve goals but unwavering in what you stand for. Practice intentionality, not just activity. Pause before acting. Before sending that email, making that phone call, or initiating that new project, take a conscious pause. Ask, is this action driven by external pressure, which is within bracket gunas, or by true inner wisdom, which is yourself? Delegate and empower with trust. Releasing the need to control every outcome allow you to empower your team, fostering innovation and resilience throughout the organization. Your role shift from micromanager to a visionary guide. Breaking free from the material mode isn't about escaping your responsibilities. It's about fulfilling them with greater wisdom, peace, and effectiveness. When you rise above the gunas, you become unshakable leader. A CEO who navigates complexity not by resisting it, but by transcending it. You become source of calm amidst chaos, a beacon of clarity in confusion. This ancient wisdom from chapter 2, verse 45 of Bhagavad Gita isn't just a philosophy, it's a practical blueprint for profound leadership. It invites you to stop being a prisoner of circumstances and become the architect of your own intentional, impactful future. I encourage you to reflect on this powerful message this week. How can you, in your leadership role, begin to rise above the gunas? And if you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that bridges ancient wisdom with modern leadership. Thank you for joining live. Thank you for watching, and may you lead with unshakable clarity. I will catch you again in the next one.